Hey, one thing that's really important to me is trying to exercise while we're on the road. I started exercising about a year ago with strength training to help me with balance and just to stay stable. And I've found that if I do that while I'm on the road, I feel a whole lot better. So I'm going to show you today kind of my setup. If you look at this room here, very simple. It's our toy hauler garage. So sometimes we use this for a bedroom. Sometimes it's for the dogs, for their kennels. But today I've got it set up for my workout routine. In the back of my toy hauler, this is when we don't have the side-by-side in, obviously. And we use this room for all sorts of purposes, but it's great as an exercise area. And I encourage you ladies, even if you don't have a space like this, to just make a space because the tools that you're going to need are so small that they're easy to store away. I use these bands. They're resistance bands. You can get them at any sports store. These are the heavy duty ones. They've got real heavy material and they're light, medium, and heavy. But you can get some to start with that are more stretchy. So when you go to the store to purchase some, you probably want to check it out. I wouldn't just go order it online. I'd actually want to go to a sports store and see what they've got because some of these are really difficult to use if you get the ones that are too heavy and you're just getting started, and that might cause you to kind of give up on it. But obviously really easy to pack. They're great resistance bands. I use them most times when I'm on the floor. And for that, I use my yoga mat. Just rolls up, simply put that away. But with the bands, you just get down and do your floor exercises. There's tons of videos online where people can show you what you do with these. Additionally, I use the weights that I've got here. This is just a simple set of 3, 5, and 8. I mostly use the 5s and then 8 sometimes for doing my sit-ups. But just something as simple as this, several times in a row, being repetitive is going to really build up your strength. And why that's important is as we age, obviously, balance is one thing that's going on or actually going against us as we get older. And so it's important to spend the time and do this. I went on a trip, I guess it was 2 years ago, down to Del Rio area to a canyon where they had paintings on the caves. And anyways, climbing up that canyon, I had a lot of difficulty breathing. And so I went and got checked out by a heart doctor, by a lung doctor. And after all these tests and all this stuff I went through, bottom line is they said, you really got to do strength training. So what they recommended and what I've been doing for the last year is 2 times a week, I do 30 to 45 minutes of strength training. And it really makes me feel good. The hardest part is getting up and saying, okay, I got to do this, especially since I don't use a set routine, like every day, Monday and Wednesday, I'm going at 8 o'clock or something to a gym. Instead, it's more around what I'm doing that week. And I'll kind of look at what I'm doing for the week, look at my calendar, and then I put this actually into the calendar, whatever days I think I can fit it in for that 30 to 45 minutes. And one day I'll work on really just upper body stuff. And then the next day I'll work on my lower body, on my legs and sit-ups and what have you. You do want to add in cardio and you want to make it intentional. I know a lot of people say, well, I walk around the campground, I get a lot of steps, but it's got to be intentional. It can't be like you're just going out and walking the dog, although that's good. It's not quite the same. You want to make sure you carry along a great pair of walking and running shoes with you so that it doesn't hurt your feet in any way, shape, or form. And really, you need to get that cardio in. 3 times a week is what they suggest, at least 30 minutes. So if you add it all up, it's really not that big of a commitment. Let's say you spend 30 minutes on upper arms, 30 minutes on lower legs with your resistance training, and then 3 times a week you walk. It's going to make a huge difference in your abilities, in what you can do. I can testify to that, what you can do more easily than before. And I worried that, hey, maybe my days of hiking down a canyon were over. Because at 68, I thought, well, it's got to be over. And now I've learned a little differently, that I've lost a little weight, but more importantly, I've built up muscle, and that helps me get around so much better. So whether you've got a room like this or you just set it up on a temporary basis so that you just hop out and do it real quick, I encourage all of you ladies to get out there and do this with me.